Chapter 23, Final. I heard your conversation with Sky, Ryder said. What did you hear? Chase asked. Ryder shrugged. He sat down next to Chase and used his hands to support his weight. Most of it, to be honest. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I was about to call you both over to leave, but seeing you two together made me wait. I heard that Sky was jealous of Angel, who turns out to be your sister, which makes Junior your nephew. You thought he was my son too? Chase asked. Most of us did, Ryder replied. You didn't talk much about it, and when you tried to explain, something always happened and cut your sentence short. But I also heard what you said about Sky. I can't lie to you. I wasn't surprised. The way you and Sky look at each other, talk around each other, act around each other? I had my suspicions, but I didn't say anything. Chase blushed. Yeah, it may have been a bit noticeable. Ryder chuckled. Yeah. Maybe a little. Ryder sat up forward. I also heard why you returned. He looked at Chase. Chase, I want you to know that you have never failed me. You have always given your best. Even when you had things on your mind, you always tried to complete the mission. Sure, there have been mishaps, but I don't blame you for any of them. And I would never abandon you. I hope you know that. I do, Chase said. But sometimes, I don't know. I guess I am not as good at facing failure. I learned that in this job, any mistake could be dangerous. So I always push myself to prevent them. And when they happen, I blame myself. I understand that, Ryder comforted. And I am grateful that you know the importance of an accident-less job. But I also want you to know that we all have your back. Ryder took Chase's hat off his head and held it in his hands. I gave you this hat because I trust that you will make the right decisions. This hat is for a hero, a leader, and a partner. Ryder stood up and put it back on Chase's head. I think I made the right choice. Thanks, Ryder, Chase said as he got up as well. Always, Ryder replied. Ready to go back? Yeah, Chase replied. They walked together across the bridge towards the lookout. They said goodnight to each other at the door, and Ryder went inside as Chase walked to his doghouse. Angel and Junior stayed at the lookout for a week. Junior got along well with Ash. They played all the time, playing games such as catch, frisbee, tag, and other games. Angel and Chase took the time to catch up. So, you got abandoned as a puppy? Angel asked. 2. In Adventure City, yes, Chase replied. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine how that was, being alone on the big, cold streets. Yeah, it was harsh, Chase agreed. He looked out the doors of the lookout. Ryder, Marshall, Zuma, Rocky, and Rubble joined Ash and Junior in their game of frisbee. But I have to admit, it was one of the best things to happen to me, weirdly. Angel tilted her head in confusion. How so? Well, if my owners never left me on the streets, I would have never been picked up by Ryder. I wouldn't have helped him form the Paw Patrol, I wouldn't have this family right now, and I might have never seen you again either. So do I wish it never happened? Not at all. I'm glad that it happened. It helps motivate me to push forward. Well, I'm glad to hear that you are looking on the bright side of things. Thanks, but what about you? How long do you tend to stay in Adventure Bay? Angel shifted. Yeah, about that. Chase understood. You're leaving today, he guessed. Our owners gave us a week to come and visit you here, Angel explained. They're good people, and I gave them my word that I would return on time. Well, don't forget to visit again, Chase said as they stood up. He looked out the door at the other playing frisbee. But hey, it's still pretty early. Let's go play with them. Angel and Chase joined them in their game of frisbee. They also played tag and hide and seek. When Chase finally took them to the train that would take them back to their town, it was almost night. Chase had invited Sky to go with them. Junior had fallen asleep, so Chase carried him. As they walked, Angel and Chase talked about what they were going to do in the future. When they reached the train station, they still had 5 minutes before the train arrived. So, what are you going to do now? Sky asked Angel. Well, I am probably going to sleep the entire day tomorrow, Angel said. The train ride is 5 hours since it has to make other stops, and I could never fall asleep on a train. Chase laughed softly, not to wake Junior. I know the feeling. And after that, who knows? We will just have to ride the waves. Can't plan for everything, but you can prepare for anything, Chase said. Exactly, Angel said. And what about you two, since you are now together? Chase and Sky blushed. I guess the same as you. Just see where our road leads, Sky replied. The train stopped at the station, and the doors opened. I guess this is goodbye, Angel said. For now, Chase added, and he hugged his sister. Chase transferred the sleeping pup onto Angel's back, and she entered the train. She turned around to face them. Angel waved as the doors closed, and Chase and Sky waved back. They waved until the train left the station and then made their way back to the lookout. For most of the walk, they were silent until Sky talked. So, what is the plan? She asked. What? Chase asked. About us. Where do we see each other in the future? Chase thought about it. I'm not too sure. Many things can happen, but I know one thing. I want you to be by my side the entire time. Chase kissed Sky. I love you, Sky. I love you, too, Chase, Sky replied. But I want a family of our own.
Woohoo! We made it, guys. And this is the end of the story of Regrinding Trust, a popular story by ThreadyRumble. This was the end of the story, guys. I hope you did enjoy the story. If you did enjoy that story, then like and subscribe. We are one subscriber away from 1K subscribers. So please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching my well, I think I was a bit too hard. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, and I hope I will find a new story as soon as possible. If I don't find any, I will begin maybe just post more short videos and maybe other stuff. But until then, guys, have a nice night or have a nice day, and I see you next time again. Goodbye.